A dismal gray day turned into a glorious one on a Mediterranean island renowned for its resort-like atmosphere. Join me for a whirlwind, see as much as I can style tour on this segment of Ms. World Traveler Takes a Day Trip to Ibiza, Spain.
An on-time 6 a.m. pickup started the day, with a bit of rain, but my spirits weren't dampened as I had high hopes for sunshine later on. I was flying a low-cost airline I'd never heard of, Vueling, and after a long shuttle ride on the tarmac out to the plane, we were off. A 45-minute nap and a 15-minute taxi ride into Ibiza town later, I was ready to explore. One of the Balearic Islands that belong to Spain, Ibiza honors one of its war heroes, Joaquim Vara del Rey, who fought in the 1898 battle between the US and Spain over Cuba, with a bronze monument in the old town square. The shops and cafes were deserted, but the stately colonial buildings surrounding the square were lovely. My nose then pointed me toward the sea, and I ended up at the harbor, where cruise ships, inter-island ferries, and yachts all inhabit the shared waterways, while sailboats of every size and shape were moored at the marina. I'm guessing there would be quite a water parade in warmer weather. And right on the pier overlooking the port, there is a stone obelisk erected as a tribute to the corsairs, who defended the coastline from pirates in the 17th and 18th centuries. I mistakenly thought that as a resort town, there would be activity going on all year round. But because the season hadn't started yet, very few shops and restaurants were open. Even the airport stores were closed up tight. But that allowed me the time to hike up the old city walls, and I'll happily concede that the view over the island from every angle was worth my burning thighs. The 25-meter-tall defensive walls were constructed in the 16th century as an answer to the threat of pirates and Ottoman invaders. Now they act as an exercise and sightseeing loop with wide, easy-to-navigate stairs, vantage viewpoints overlooking the Mediterranean and the city below, and as a protector of the Old Town. Combining 14th century Catalan Gothic, Valencian influences, and 18th century Baroque styles, the cathedral sits at the highest point of the Old Town, and though it has been an operating church since 1235, it didn't achieve rank as a cathedral until 1782. Work continues to this day, as there were scaffolding, jackhammering, and workers everywhere. It is not particularly ornamental, but the paintings high on the walls were set off on a pristine white backdrop, and in the small museum, there were some notable pieces. After my long, windy walk up the ramparts, it was a lovely place to sit and recuperate. I took a different route down and enjoyed walking through the Old Town, where houses and cafes are built right into the walls, and white paint with colorful doors is the recurring theme. There were a couple of ruins along the way, one made into a museum alcove on the side of the street, and another with arches protecting the crumbling rock behind them. After I exited, I turned around and saw the main gate as the entrance to Daltbida, or Hightown, which was built in 650 BC by the Phoenicians, making it one of the oldest towns in Europe. Of course, I did it backwards, entering on the opposite side, effectively saving the beginning for the end. From there, I started a methodical search on the little side streets, and that is where I hit the jackpot. For unbeknownst to me, when I wandered in, Antica Sartoria had just opened their doors that day.
Hello, we're Antica from Sartoria. We've just opened today. We are a brand from Italy designed, and the fabric does come from Italy as well. But we do send it to India or China, I believe, for the manufacture, and then it goes back to Italy, and then we share it to all our store in Europe. At the moment, we have a store in Spain, in Palma de Mallorca and Ibiza. Today is our first day, and we're looking very much forward for a fantastic season this summer 2025.
The bright colors were what drew me into the store, and the lightweight fabrics sealed the deal. I had to try some things on. Okay, a lot of things.
I found a number of fabulous things here, and you've been so helpful to show me, but look at all of these beautiful pieces. I'll have you hold that one. Thank you. Look at this. Fabulous. And so tops, I got several tops.
Love this pattern.
Yes. And then dresses. Look at all these beautiful dresses I found. And you know, they're so cool, comfortable, easy to wear. I'm looking forward to hot weather now, right?
Don't we all?
To be able to wear my beautiful new dresses.
The ladies were thrilled to have had a successful first day, and I was delighted with my finds. And then it was time to head back to the airport, where, surprise, surprise, my flight was delayed. But nothing was bringing me down. I had had a great day in Ibiza, with my good workout walking the ramparts, the sun coming out in the afternoon, and wonderful treasures to remind me of my visit.
If I ever get back to Ibiza, I'll be sure to go closer to high season, where everything is open and things are happening. Learn from my mistakes. Up next, I'm going to visit another of the Balearic Islands, and you'll have to stick around to see which one. See you then.